Hi everyone, Trevor here. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a install of Horizon Web Services on Server 2012 Essentials. Um, look for links for everything, including written out instructions on my blog for going ahead and running this. Now this is done on a Hyper-V based system. 2012 R2. Uh, and the files that you'll need for the client here, the Horizon download file, Horizon Web Services installer. You're going to need Java Development Kit, Firefox if you want a browser, or Chrome. I won't be installing Firefox, or actually, yes, I will. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do. It's just easier with instead of using IE. So we'll just let that finish. And you want to install Java. Set it for Firefox. So I have the latest version of Java here. And we're just going to install to C programs Java. You can make it whatever you want. Just fighting off a bit of a cold. Here, if I sound a little bit different than normal. Got Java installing. The overall setup for this, if you have all your information and everything set up, should only be about 15-20 minutes tops. So we have that installed now. And I've already pre-extracted the Horizon Web Services client. Install data Windows, no VM. Then we have this installer. So I want to run it as administrator. Accept the terms of use. I want to use this path for the Java virtual machine. So you could pick whichever one suits your fancy. That's just the one I'm going to use. What do I want to call the web services instance name? I'm just going to call it HWS, Horizon Web Services. It's going to install to C program files, SirsiDynix Web Services. I'm going to do a full installation. Okay, now here I have HTTP port for Tomcat, HTTPS port, and shutdown port. I'm just going to leave everything as default, but here I'm going to call this Tomcat service name HWS. And then the progress task manager, you'll see Tomcat HWS, Horizon Web Services. Now here, I'm going to fill this out. You're going to want to put in your Horizon host, whether it's Sybase, SQL, any specific port, database name, username, password, and all the rest of these settings. So I'm just going to pause it here, fill this in, and then we'll continue. All right, so I filled in all the information. The next screen, we get general options, currency, log prefix, log directory. I'm just going to leave everything as default. Change the time later after the installation. And I'm going to fill out this HIP port information and have it connect to HIP, though this is not necessary. So now I have my pre-installation summary. I know everything that's right here, so I'm just going to select install. This will just take a minute or two. And I have everything installed correctly. All right, so now if I go computer, C drive, program files, SirsiDynix, web services, web apps, there is my Horizon Web Services folder with all my nice little information here. The license file goes into WebINF classes. And I have the license file right here in my documents. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in. And right here, if I have to make any or want to make any changes, I do that using the where's HZ Spring Properties file that has all your database connection information and all that other good stuff. So right now I'm going to bring up the Task Manager. I want to bring up services. And you see here I have HWS, Apache Tomcat HWS. It's currently stopped. I'm going to start the service. It's running. Now, one of the issues I came up with is I created a new SQL database user for this connection. And if you don't give enough permissions, you get a 404 error. So we'll just have a look on port 8080. HWS. So Tomcat's working, don't panic. And what we want is admin. And voila, we have our Horizon Web Services front end. And this is where we can log in and make any modifications that we want to do for that. And this is done on server 2012 R2, 2012 R2 host with server 2012 Essentials as the VM client running Horizon Web Services administration. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and look for if you want some additional detailed information, feel free to check out my blog, optionkey.blogspot.com. Thanks very much for watching.